hit the start button of the record once again. So, good evening or something like this coming up in Hungarian. Jó estét, kívánok. Hopefully more or less correct. But anyway, welcome back ladies and gentlemen. This is the third game of the second semi-final. It is Cars against Nerchio. Cars is currently up 1... No? Nerchio is currently up 1... No, because both guys I tied up 1-1 in this TVT on Steps of War. Nerchio was able to take the first game. In a TVZ on Lost Temple, Kaz was able to take the second game. Now we are here on the third game. It is the final match and Kaz will play against Nerchio. So this time Nerchio picked Zerg once again. They are spawning cross positions. So it could be a really nice macro game. It could be some cheesy game baneling play as well. Everything is possible, and it is time for us to open up the production tab. And by the way, Nerchio spawning as the green Zerg here at the 3 o'clock position. His opponent, Kaz, is spawning at the 9 o'clock position, and meanwhile we wait. I'm just repeating myself one more time. Yesterday I joined the team of Compedo TV. For you viewers, nothing will change. I will stay the same. I can be myself all the time, still saying, no, he's chrono boosting the shit out of the cybernetics core. I can say, okie dokie, as much as I want, but those guys will help me get into other tournaments. They will help me to get to do some more advertisements and stuff. On the other hand, I will be a part of Compedo TV. Casting tournaments and stuff, and yeah, just wanted to know that, wanted to let you know of that. And I have a Twitter account. If I will be casting any tournaments, you will know what's going on there. I have a Facebook account, so if you're interested in my playlist, just like me on Facebook. I mean, my real name is Andre Lehmann. I'm from Germany, and when it says Andre Lehmann now likes Special Andre. Sounds funny. It is funny indeed. And I've got my own website, so if you want to know a little bit more about me, if you want to contact me, if you want me to cast your tournament, just go to fuckyear.tv, go to andre.com, go to specialandre.net. But if you go to fuckyear.tv, don't go to fuckyear.de.net. This is all porn. I mean, my homepage is nearly as good as porn, but it's not just finished. For example, this area about Special Andre is only a rough draft. I will add some more stuff there very soon, but it's up and running. There's a high quality stream available. There's a low quality stream available. There are links to the VODs and stuff. So everything important is there. And now let's focus a little bit more on the game. So we saw Nerchio going for the pool before hatchery. He started with a metabolic boost upgrade 59 seconds ago, so in another 50 seconds he will have some speedlings. He started 75 seconds ago with the hatchery, so he will be on 2 bases very soon. Meanwhile, Kaz is going for the 1-1 into expand, and he's got some blue flame hellions on the way, and not some blue flame hellions, some reacted hellions, so 2 are finished, 2 more are on the way. And what is Kaz else doing? He's not going for the second gasp, of course. He cannot allow himself to go that far because building a freaking command center that early for a Terran requires some minerals. And Kaz was checking here at the Selnaga Watchtower. Now he's checking at this Selnaga Watchtower. Nerchio's Zergling is now dead in 3, 2, 1, go. And nice animation, as always. I'm really curious, by the way, when I'm watching GSL games, it doesn't matter if it's if those units die to flames, those organic units, or if they die to the acid from the roaches, for example. You don't see, or from the banelings, you don't see the green or the yellow-orange animation on the GSL, and I'm really It's always black something, and even if you watch the high quality 1 Mbit VODs, and this makes me sad. But on special Android TV, Fakir.tv, Compido TV, whatever you want to call it, yes, 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 yes. Flaming Zerglings, exploding Marines, everything in ultra quality presented by you. Presented by me to you. And Nerchio now going for the lair. Meanwhile, the Hellions are now moving out, and he's got quite a lot of Hellions. He's got the Wolf statue and 8 Hellions without the blue flame attack. So what about the spine quarters? 2 spine quarters, 2 queens. And of course, if you got 8 Hellions, those queens take quite a lot of damage there as well. Now the Hellions moving in, and the most important thing he is doing, he's preventing mining time, because Nerchio can't move in with the Zerglings, he can't move in with the queens. He only can do one thing, is building more spine quarters here in the back, and then rearrange his spine quarters maybe. But with those Hellions at this location, he just can't do much more damage. And I mean, the location, the positioning of the spine quarters is really good, because if this spine quarter, for example, would be on this position, the Hellion would just do a drive-by and kill everything at this location. So he's doing a good job with the spine quarter placement, but I have no idea why Cast actually decided to move back. He only lost 1 single Hellion. He was able to do some damage, and of most important, prevent gas from being mined. Why is it so important? Because Nerchio went for the Spire, he went for the Baneling's Nest and the Evolution Chamber, and Baneling's and Spire means a lot of Vespene gas is what he's needing. And now the Zerglings, the Hellions are taking the queens as well. This one queen is down to 64 HP, but he's got enough energy to transfuse, but he decides to inject the lava and place a couple of more creep tumors. Of course, creep tumors are a very good thing to have. Now he's rearranging this spine crawler, and Kaz is moving back with his Hellions. He's checking for any hidden expansions, so he sees now, okay, he just checked this expansion, he checked this expansion, but Nerchio is now moving out to get a hatchery here on the bottom right high ground location. But Kaz knows, at least for the moment, that they both were on 2 bases, so he just could macro stuff up, and this is what he's doing, having 12 Marines there, having 7 Marauders, and going for the upgrades, the concussor shell, and finally a Terran player who researches the concussor shell upgrade in the TVZ. I have no idea why so many players deciding not to get this upgrade. I mean, it's just for free practically. By the way, Mutas are trying to do some damage, but Kaz reacted in time. He got his missile turrets up, so the Mutalists were not able to do some damage, and not so much damage we see in terms of units lost. They're pretty much even. So about 2 SCVs were killed, 1 Mutalist was killed as well, and now we see the Hellions attacking the hatchery, and the hatchery is in a lot of trouble currently. I mean, it will be only having 300, 400 minerals, HP. I'm not sure if cancelling it and rebuilding it would not be a better choice, because now we see Kaz is moving out. He's even... Oh, Nerchio wants to go for the Ultramars expansion, so have an expansion here at the 6 o'clock natural and the 6 o'clock main as well. He's got this hatchery finished here at the bottom right, 450 HP. Only left on this expansion, and there we see the Zerglings moving out. Let's take a look at the supply. So 113, 116 supply for Kaz, 100 only for Nerchio. Too many Marines to deal with the Mutalist. This is not looking good for Nerchio. I have the feeling that we might be seeing a TBT final, Kaz against Freelock, Ukraine against Ukraine in a best of 5. And Nerchio, I mean, he's morphing in more Banelings. He will have 10 Banelings in total. He has 5 Zerglings and 11 Mutas. So maybe with the Mutas and the Banelings he will be able to do some stuff. Scan coming up by Kaz. Those Mutas are just out of range of the scan. And but Kaz is not feeling confident enough to just move out. Of course, this allows Nerchio, on the other hand, to just get more Zerglings, and getting more Zerglings is what he actually needs to do. Some Marines were dropped here by cars on the low ground, but single Marines, of course, get picked up by the Mutas with absolute ease. There we see another scan, getting rid of the creep tumors. Now Banelings walking in there, just killing 3 Marines. But in the end, Car still got quite a lot of forces there left, even though he's not sending reinforcements at the moment, and he's now away from the creep, so the Banelings are not that fast, and Banelings off creep only with a movement speed of 2.5. Now the Marines are just running away, but still too many Banelings left, and in the end, how many Marines are there left for Cars? It is just 1 Marine, last Baneling taking out this one as well. So both forces annihilated each other, and in the end Nerchio still had 6 Mutas left, and all the other forces were dead. But Nerchio remacroed, and Cars on the other hand remacroed as well. I was saying he was not sending reinforcements, but now he is just moving out, and but this time his Marines and Marauders got friendly help by siege tanks and Hellions. So let's take a look at the supply once again. Cars now in a 20 supply lead. Nerchio once again trying to go for the hatchery here at the top bottom right high ground expansion. But it's not looking that good. Cars just sieged up with the siege tanks just in case, and Nerchio is surprised by that. So why the hell should he have the siege tanks at this location? Nerchio will be able to take out 1 siege tank. He's running away from the Stimp Marines, and this Medivac still got enough energy. Stimp Marauders taking out the hatchery here at this location. And I mean, Nerchio must be thinking, well, why the hell do you siege up with your tanks at a random location? Because he didn't spot the forces there, but maybe he just didn't have to spot the forces of Nerchio. Maybe he should just have anticipated those. Who knows? Who knows? And how many Marines are actually here? So 10 Marines, and that's about it. And I even might be thinking that against those 10 Marines, Nerchio might be in a position to just walk in there. But Nerchio, now he's got a shitload of Zerglings, so many Zerglings, and siege tanks here on the high ground. They were not sieged up. The Zerglings just doing a surround and absolutely everything. No need for the Banelings actually to do something. And Nerchio doing a brilliant job with his Mutalists, buying himself some time. So he could macro up a shitload of Zerglings. Now he's going for the counter-attack. He needs to go for a counter-attack because Kaz just started to construct the planetary fortress here, going for some missile turrets. Meanwhile, Nerchio going for the double expand once again at 12 o'clock, main and natural. And there we see the Stimp Marines. And of course, against so many Stimp Marines, you just have to run away without the centrifugal hooks, without the Baneling speed upgrade. Did he even start the Baneling speed upgrade? No, he did not. He had to run away. But still, if he will be able to mine some stuff here out of those hatcheries, he might be in a good position. Because when we take a look at the units lost, we see, it's even right now. But with the mules and stuff, if Cars will be able, it's much easier, let's say it this way, it's much easier for Cars to defend this planetary fortress than it is for Nerchio to defend those 2 bases. So we see him already building some units, but it's all Zerglings at the moment. We see those units directed really to the gold mineral expansion. I mean, I like the decision of to go for the gold because it's more near to the main and more near to the natural of Nerchio. On the other hand, a gold can be attacked very easily by having siege tanks here on the high ground, and with this Marine at the Zelnaga watchtower, yes, he is aware of this hatchery, so now he's moving out. And so many Marines, how many Marines? 57 Marines against 13 Banelings is not enough. I mean, Nerchio is on 68 drones. What all those drones are good for when you don't have enough Banelings to protect those drones from the Evel Knievel Marines. And Nerchio saying, you got more lava than Kaz got, you got more barracks than Nerchio got the lava, and now he's moving out with his Marines. There are the Mutas trying to do some damage, and the Thor doing even more damage to the Mutas. This is game, this is GG, this is absolutely over.